the boys at all in the temple. Maybe they'll let us go up there, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making...
I got hungry, and I ate it.
We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book. And this wave just comes up.
Robot, but it is controlled by the brains like those inside your head. Researchers.
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bugged.
Grow collections around 3,000 brain cells in the lab. The cells grow collections with each other and start communicating
using electrodes implanted into his muscles.
Some are hard to found out respond predictably. Signals from robots or ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output from these cells can be used to control
different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flap.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
Powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanting electrodes into the brains of tree beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other and
that
try to
control
mimic
flight.
the stride length
A computer
that the other
program in the
one's doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here,
doing it
it
and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I had 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
Able to master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start prison, so it does do that a lot. I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
In communicating robot wirelessly, the team plans to use their robot brain power on new behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach about unknown aspects of our own brain.
Thanks to chemical implants in our bodies, we can break down the alcohol in seconds. No stupor, no hangover. We can just toss them back while waiting for orders. If man realizes technology is within reach, he achieves it, like it's damn near instinctive. Look at us, for example. We're state-of-the-art. Controlled metabolisms, computer-enhanced brains, cybernetic bodies. Not long ago, this was science fiction. So what if we can't survive without regular high-level needs? Who are we to complain? I suppose an occasional tune-up is a small price to pay for all this.
I'm afraid we both signed our bodies and ghosts away to Section 9.
True. If we ever quit or retire, we'd have to give back our augmented brains and cyborg bodies. There wouldn't be much left after that. There are countless ingredients that make up the human body and mind, like all the components that make up me as an individual with my own personality. Sure, I have a face and voice to distinguish myself from others, but my thoughts and memories are unique only to me, and I carry a sense of my own destiny. Each of those things are just a small part of it. I collect information to use in my own way. All of that blends to create a mixture that forms me and gives rise to my conscience. I feel confined, only free to expand myself within boundaries. It's like a dim, it's like a dim image in the mirror. What we see now is like a dim image in the mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Thanks to chemical implants in our bodies, we can break down the alcohol in seconds. No stupor, no hangover. We can just toss them back while waiting for orders. If man realizes technology is within reach, he achieves it, like it's damn near instinctive. Look at us, for example. We're state of the art. Metabolisms, computer-enhanced brains, cybernetic bodies. Not long ago, this was science fiction. So what if we can't survive without regular high-level maintenance? Who are we to complain? I suppose an occasional tune-up is a small price to pay for all this.
I'm afraid we've both signed our bodies and ghosts away to Section 9.
True. If we ever quit or retire, we'd have to give back our augmented brains and cyborg bodies. There wouldn't be much left after that. There are countless ingredients that make up the human body and mind, like all the components that make up me as an individual with my own personality. Sure, I have a face and voice to distinguish myself from others, but my thoughts and memories are unique only to me, and I carry a sense of my own destiny. Each of those things are just a small part of it. I collect information to use in my own way. All of that blends to create a mixture that forms me and gives rise to my conscience. I feel confined, only free to expand myself within boundaries. It's like a dim image in the mirror. What we see now is like a dim image in the mirror. Then we shall see face to face.
All right, freaks, here we go. Here's the beginning of the end. I don't know. Welcome to the stream. If you've never been here before, have fun with this insanity. If you've been here before, then you know the fucking normalcy of how weird we get here. So this is a very, very old song and music video that we did a long time ago. I'm an old man, remember. And this song is about how society doesn't care for the mental or the people with disorders, and how we've let people out of mental hospitals way too early before they're ready, and or maybe I was an escaped mental patient, and how society does not care about taking care of those type of people. If you want a link and you didn't get a link, just let us know and we'll send you a link. We sent out links already, so hopefully we get a couple more people in here to join us. We're getting back to Flat Earth. Look at the address. It's 62.5. As soon as it's over, we'll bring in our guests and we'll say hello to the side of my chats. And we're going to talk about flat Earth idiocracy today. We're going to talk about flat Earth investing. I know you all want to hear about that. I actually threw myself down the stairs for that. And then I have scars still on my feet today from doing that all day long with my foot. And those thingies aren't there anymore. They remodeled that. So none of this exists anymore. And this wall has another mural painted on it. They always paint a mural on this wall. Look at how untattooed I am. It's hilarious. I hope Mama can join us today. And Mango, because I love hearing her voice. Her squeak. Yeah. Where are you going? There were like thorn bushes or needle things from bushes in that stuff that I kept falling in. Dude, I woke up with so many cuts along my side from this. All right, there we go. And now... was gonna play a flat earth music video, but let's just delve into this. So here we blow with what?
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
Yeah, so fuck you, YouTube. Oh, 14 minutes in. Okay, I can say that. Anyways, so let's do this real quick, and then we'll bring everybody in, and blah, 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 yakety schmackety.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog, and everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars... Yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second. Are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. All right, so here's how we're going to do this, just like always. It seems like you all like all my long intro-y stuff. In the side chat, before we get into this, put a 1 in the side chat if you love all my dumb intro shit, or put a 2 if you want me just to get straight to the fucking point, bring everybody in already, have them already in, do no intro, and just get our fucking selves started into the stuff. So one, if you love all the intro stuff that we do and the intros for the different people and all the stupid shit that I do for 15 fucking minutes, or would you rather me with the number 2 just start the stream, get us all in, and just begin the subject? One is long intro and you like all the stupid shit that I do, or 2, no, motherfucker, just get to the fucking point, you fucking dumb coont. And why do you make us go through us watching all this dumb shit you do? Let's go that way. All right. And there's the numbers of comments just jump like a motherfucker. But here we go. We're going to bring in people after.
What? What? Oh. What's in this shit?
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
All right, there we go. And there's our co-host Brainless. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
Nice.
How is you? And like, yeah, I'm team 1 because I like the silly shit.
You like the? Can I ask a clarifying question? And hello,
of course.
Everybody. Because when you say like all, like, do you mean what you just did, where you play the stuff but just get down to like hello and let's get into it, or do you mean like just skip all of those intros altogether, just have the lead in that you have for however long until you get things organized backstage, and then just skip all of the introductory like like video like.
Or I just begin it, like literally, it's just like this right now.
That's what I mean is like not like like this.
And
none of that.
None
of the preamble except for I realize you're gonna play something while the green room is being prepped.
Sure, but once again,
Slim also like we kind of get rid of the long intros and music and stuff like that. You damn well know you can, because like. How are we starting them when you're not?
Well, not just that, but what does everybody want to watch more of? Me being on time 100%, and then we just start it like this, or have a small tiny intro, or we have the 15-minute intro where everybody can slowly get in here and stuff. The reason why I began doing this in the beginning is because I noticed that YouTube was not giving everybody the notification that I started my stream immediately. It seemed like sometimes they would get it 4 or 5 minutes in or something.
That's still the case, I think, in general.
Yeah. But once again, my numbers have dropped significantly for each stream. But YouTube's also lost a bunch of people because they put in the ad blocker thing. So I don't know if it's because the ad blocker bullshit is making everybody yeet and not want to be here and watch as much stuff because they have to watch all the commercials, because I do have commercials on my stuff. I'm monetized. So if you will technically see them.
What about the ad blockers? Because
now you can't use them. Supposedly they're putting all these they're making it so you can't use them, and they've gotten rid of like 1,000 ad blockers from their site that are apps and or add-ons or whatever. So there's a lot of people that are just deciding to not watch here anymore. They can go to. So I'm trying to figure out if it's me, why my numbers have dropped, and or if it's them or me or something. Or maybe they're not showing us as much. I kind of thought it was because I was going over subjects that y'all didn't want me to actually go over. But since we've gone over a couple of subjects and I look at my analytics, I'm like, my numbers would just drop for no reason, but I'm getting more subscribers and I'm getting more stuff. So the numbers are like not adding up to 100%. So I just want to know if it's my long intro, y'all tell me to shut the fuck up and just get into it, or do you like us sidetracking constantly? I think that's why you all are here. I just want to make sure.
You could do a poll. You could do a poll, and it might be curved like a tangent.
I'll definitely pull out my poll, and Yes, my pole is curved to the left. It's because I'm
Okay.
left-handed. But anyways, no. So I just wanted to ask everybody live first, and then we're going to do a poll. So everybody say hello to the mangoes.
Hey, Mango.
Hey, Mango.
And they're still a little bit shy of the whatevers, and I will do the shots and stuff to help the mangoes and the little small human fund make more money.
Awesome.
Mango, if you came on here, I'm sure that you could do a lot better, but I'm sure maybe your Wi-Fi is not giving you the love that it should. But anyways, one of these, well, I don't know how. Never mind. I was gonna say we should just buy you a Wi-Fi expander, but I don't know how long you're gonna be there, and let's not go there first. Let's just make sure that she pays for what she needs to for tonight. Anyways, everybody say hello to Commander. They are leaving work soon, so they'll be listening.
All right. Hey,
They'll be in the back of my rounds. There's the demons of the orbs. How are you doing?
Demon orb.
Demon.
We have our little sister. There's little sister. Hello. We have a Tubian, and they are saying one. About two months ago, I think I was getting 91 views every single time, and now I'm getting in my 30s or 50s. We're getting about 50 now.
That's a third to a
doing
half.
this
That's
thing.
yeah.
And it was a major drop that I noticed. And it was kind of when we began doing murder mystery and stuff. But we were still doing other things, and like drunk news and crazy shite were still getting lower numbers than we normally would get. So it's something else because nothing changed from doing those two things.
Yeah, well, it's also like a season that changed, so it might also be like people have less time to watch.
Sure. If y'all don't mind, when you're not doing anything, just fucking like put on my mix or just play a couple of my videos or throw out a stream or 2 or 5 and turn it to mute. You don't really have to listen to our dumbasses, but if you would play us a little bit more, that would be amazing to get a little bit more. But the other weird thing is my numbers are not dropping in views per se. Like the studio is still telling me like I'm doing everything in a positive. It's just I noticed the numbers have dropped in a weird way, so I don't know exactly what's going on. But once again, that was the first thing I wanted to ask do y'all want us to do these stupid long intros or not? And it looks like y'all want us to. And we've only gotten a couple.
Is that why people aren't watching? But I
just want to make sure.
You're talking total views or just like live engagement versus like is it
I'm
live to
talking
live and are just total views altogether on any given video?
On the live streams while we're live doing these, not my any other content that I have. Just like right now, it says we have one person watching. There's no motherfucking way that that's happening. So I don't know
how are all
where
those people saying hello?
That's what I'm saying.
I get the same thing though. Like if I do a live stream, I'll have 0 or 1, and then people are live chatting to me 3 or 4. Like it doesn't make sense.
Well, and then if we go like this, hold on. Here's another weird anomaly thing too. So it's really hard to tell and know 100%. Oh, jeeps. Hold on, I got to click the right thing for the right thing. So if we go here and we go to here. Okay,
and then we
so
go here and here.
Right here, it says views were 24 yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I go here, it says we had 29. Flat Earth Dunces right now with more stupidity has 10 views right now, but there's nobody watching supposedly. Watching, right? And my commercial got 3 views earlier today. So I mean,
so they watched the commercial and they skipped it.
I guess, but then we're see, I'm getting plus and I'm getting plus. Oh, watch time actually went down. I'm getting down watch time actually now.
That's the number of
minutes. So people reversed watched it. Your watch time went down.
Well,
they aren't watching as normal as.
I know what the problem is. All of this has been going wrong since I started joining. So Everyone should put a number 5 in the chat if I should disappear.
No, it's totally not you for sure.
Anybody
because
putting a number 5 in the
you
chat
are
will get
not.
banned. Anyone putting a 5 in the chat will get banned.
No, we're not banning
And no. Everybody put #5 in there for the fuck of it to confuse the algorithms.
Confuse the algorithm.
But yeah, fuck it. Just put it #5.
Johnny 5, the robot.
Yeah, #Johnny5 and
#Johnny5. Was
and
Ali
I'll
Sheedy
even
in
just
that
put
movie?
17 times. So, anyways, once again, we're trying to figure out and narrow down a little bit more why some of that may be happening. I mean, I may be becoming less interesting, or maybe I have to show you my balls and cock more. I don't know.
Maybe
yet.
you're more interesting, but people need to be smarter to watch it.
Well, and I don't know if the analytics just themselves are fucking themselves up too, because like they're counting
I
things
noticed
differently,
a really
or
screwed
they're
up thing on the weekend. I watched like 4 or 5 different videos in a row, and I liked all the ones I liked, especially the ones I wanted to support, and they all had 121,000 likes at the same time, which I thought was really odd because some of the channels had like 2,500 not members, but subscribers. Some of them had like 1.2 million subscribers, and another one had like 45 subscribers, and another one had like 387 subscribers. Like, there's no like, how would someone with 387 subscribers get 121,000 likes? That doesn't seem realistic.
and that's one of the other things that we're noticing. A lot of us and a handful of us have talked about is a lot of numbers aren't adding up right now. Like views to likes and other things and comments. You look at certain things and you're like, that's really weird. That doesn't seem to line up with the analytics properly. And yes, exactly, Mingo.
Well, you know what?
You gotta love YouTube's analytics.
YouTube, we understand math is hard. Math is hard,
especially if you're on meth. Meth is hard on math. Math is hard on meth. There we go. There we go.
Meth is hard when you're
meth
on
is
math.
hard on. Yeah, exactly. There we go.
I'm hooked on phonics, man. I gave up smoking that math, and I'm hooked on phonics.
I'm hooked on hookers because hookers hooked on me. Oh, that's not. Never mind. Anyways, hi Vila, how are you doing? I'm sorry that we had such
All right. Getting better. Still, my pain is absolutely fucking awful.
That is not good.
Oh well.
Well, hopefully we distract you with so much stupidity that you laugh your arse off and you forget about what is going on over there. Yes, make me.
I mean, I'm hoping it makes me cringe. So I'm hoping it makes me cringe so fucking hard. I cringe my uterus out my body, so I don't have to put up with this anymore.
I'm gonna try my. I was gonna say hardest, but should my doctorous, my most lubricated, slippery surface to get that out of you aspect with all the idiocracy that I have. I'm gonna try my.
Hopefully my uterus sees. My uterus sees the stupidity of flat earthers and goes,
and
"Holy shit! One of those crotch goblins could turn out like that. Fuck no."
No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna convince it to be like, if that's what humanity is, peace, I'm out, and it just bolts.
That's exactly what I want.
So let's start with this, and then we'll get into other things and stuff and things. And I was hoping that our mama would be here.
Who were we getting into? Whose patties we getting into?
We're getting inside of the flat Earth, but
in the flat Earth.
We usually call that
would the flat Earth have an inside?
That's what we usually call that, the anus. But we'll talk about that later. Mango, write that down. Anyways, so we're gonna get into this, and then we have so many things. We have so much shit to get into. Like, it's fucking dumb. So without any further ado, let's just get into this, and we're going to break the ice with some. I'm never mind. Just here we go.
I'm going to show you guys a really simple test. This is exactly how you can figure out if it's a flat Earth. You can literally prove the Earth is flat with just these few things. I'll show you how to make it. Super simple. Come on out here. We're on the 19th floor, and that's key. And you also need to be able to see the horizon. Piece of paper, you're going to roll it up. You're going to make a tube. You need to secure the string in the very, very corner. That's key. I don't know if you can see this. Over there, you're going to be right in the corner. That's very important. So I'm taping it off really good. It's a bit windy.
Yeah, exactly, Commander.
Hang on. Okay, if you bring the camera in here and just have a look.
Just look. Just look.
Go right in
Hold
there
on,
with the
everybody.
camera.
Look,
You get
look,
right in
look, look.
Hi. Yeah, the Earth's not flat, you f***ing idiot.
That's a good one.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
I like that one.
Sorry. It gets me every fucking time. Jesus
I
Christ.
think
That's so fucking
that
amazing.
was too much of a device build for a Flurf, I think. Like
Dude,
a toilet
you
paper
know how
roll
pissed-
and a piece of
you
dental
know how
floss
pissed-
or whatever. Like,
Yeah, you know how pissed fucking flat earthers would be if they fucking saw that?
I don't think they could Google themselves to that, could they?
No, well, the unfortunate thing is I did exactly what flat earthers do to find that, and that's where I found that. So I bet
Oh,
you
did
a
you go on-
handful of them at least. No, you just have to put in the right.
On Durst app and find that video in there on the top 5.
No, yeah, totally. No, you just have to Google the right things in certain platforms to get this stuff and things to find these idiots, because it's really hard to find them now, because most of the time it's Simon, Dan, and the rest of us that are the debunkers that show up.
That's because they get hidden away by the algorithm.
And
Not
yes,
just
I
that,
will admit.
Simon, Dan, Creaky Blinder,
No
all of those, they're so big that they have a fleet of so many people that find these
Yeah.
videos and then send them to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So like they
Disprove, yeah.
have so many eyes, they're more likely to find all the good videos because they just
Yeah, so
have
they're
so
on
many
it
more
first.
people that are watching that kind of content that are likely to forward it on to them.
Yeah, when you look at CC,
fucking CC.
Daniel Pratt, and a handful of other people, they're getting like 1,000 views, if not less, on theirs comparatively to Simon, Dan, Creaky, and a handful of other people. And yes, I will admit again and again, I steal some of their people from it because they show it to me first. But I have to do this because their content is becoming less and less, and we still have to go over the idiocracy. So,
Yeah, and to be fair, if you had that many people that are watching all the content and sending you links, you would be able to get it first too.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
because like these people, like they have fans
Or if we
around,
weren't as lazy,
around the whole
you know?
globe, around the globe, working for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the
Okay, so now-
ADHD people doom scrolling, all lined up in cages, sending them the contents.
unfortunately
Hey,
for
back-
me, recently, I've been looking up way too weird conspiracy things in the dark web, and I have seen way too much fucked up shit, and like I am totally
Okay, but
over that for like a hot second.
Can you debunk the dark web, or is that like against YouTube TOS?
No, you totally could, but the problem is you have to go there and you have to like get into some
you gotta
of
like
that
spend
and
time
like
there.
Jeebus Christ, I have seen way too much stuff that I should not see that shouldn't be legal enough for me to see. I've seen way too much weird porn recently. Hey, Beck, that I should not have seen, but
Remind me to ask
delving
you a
into
question
these.
later.
Sure,
About
sure.
something related to that and whether it still exists. But I don't want to mention it here and get you like yeeted off of the tube.
Sure. And there's the private chat on the side too that you can. So, anyways, let's get into this.
Oh yeah,
first.
I'm like driving a thing.
Yeah. So this is Flat Earth trading. So this is what Flat Earth tells you to invest in. You're welcome,
Purposes
everybody.
Only and placed by a professional trader from Maverick
Hold on, here we go.
Trading. You can submit an application for stock option.
Flat Earth Trading Society members, this is Rob Reinhold. And what in the world are we doing here? Well, you know the deal. We're doing crazy stuff, choosing crazy stocks with crazy methods Basically, we're trying to make it random to see
Hey,
if we
Harry.
can make money off of just position management alone. So, what are we going to do this week for trade number 32? I've been thinking, we haven't done this for a while. I wanted to do a mix of trades. We've done some currency trades, we've done some stock trades, but we haven't done any trades about the metals. So today is...
Yes, we're finally gonna metal trades inside the fucking flat Earth because remember, the Antarctic Circle. Hold on, give me a second. Of course, the Antarctic Circle hides all the other continents outside of it that hold all of the precious metals that the governments are using for blah. Okay, go ahead, Trucker.
Well, I was just like, they're talking about like precious metals, or are they like working in like the commodities market?
It says silver up here, so I guess we're going to be talking about silver. I don't know. I've never watched this. This came out this morning, and I don't know what their philosophy behind it is. And it's always fucking insanity. So I'm going to keep playing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get up and I'm going to get a beer. It's going to take me like 10 seconds, and I'll be right back. But here we blow, and hopefully I remember to turn off my camera. Otherwise, we may have another problem with YouTube, or maybe my numbers will spike if I'm nude on screen again for the third time. Anyways, let's just keep going.
It's all about the metals. I thought about getting some metals here and picking them out of a hat, but I'm too lazy, and most of them are in a safety deposit box anyway, so we're going to use our trusty wheel. Here I am again with our trusty wheel from Wheel of Names, and I've got gold, silver, copper, lithium, platinum, coal, uranium, and nickel. Now look, we could trade the spot metals.
I thought he was talking
we could
about
trade
metals.
the metal futures. This is where it gets a little bit difficult when we're trading in the metals, is there's lots of different ways to trade them. And based on how your account...
Oh, sorry. Okay, so has anybody figured out like what the weird premise of this is? And I really motherfucking hope they're joking. But have you figured out the fucking thing why they call it flat Earth fucking trading?
Well, no, I cannot figure out how you would ever extract any geological resource from a flat Earth. But please
are they trying
edify us here.
Okay,
are they going to use the picker wheel to
decide which
select
one
what they're going to invest in?
Yes, exactly. So what they're doing.
Slim, have you noticed that one thing on this on the wheel that's not a metal?
Gobble.
Gold is a metal.
Yeah, but
precious metals aren't necessarily traded on the futures market or the commodities market the same way.
Do you do coal? Do you do coal trading?
I mean, coal's not a metal, but also, you can invest in stock with all that shit. One of the guys I met on the dating site I used to be on actually did this for a living. He went around checking out the precious metals for the stock trade industry in the UK.
Oh, I thought you said. I
know you traded them, but they're not the same as industrial metal like production. Like copper and aluminum and stuff are different.
Anyways,
you're buying stocks, not metals.
Anyways, anyways, so I don't know if this is a motherfucking joke or fucking not, but just go with like this for a second and then we'll keep going and then we'll just see the idiocracy of what's going on. So they're telling us to trade on the fucking rollable fucking wheel because the earth is flat or something. I don't know. I found this and I have no idea what's going on. Every time I watch this, I'm dumbfounded and like my jaw drops every time I watch
Can you clarify, Slim, something? Is this a flurfer spinning the wheel? Is that what the premise of the wheel is?
Yeah, supposedly these people believe in the flat Earth, and what they say they base their everything on is random chance. Because if everybody's lying about the shape of the earth and they can't prove the flat earth. Everything has to be fake anyways. So why do they not just fucking roll the dice and just fucking go with whatever fucking number happens?
That's why, okay, because I was going to say, why are they adding a lottery-style element to something that you could theoretically do some research into and
because
have a
they're
minor edge on? Like,
Well, with the flat earth, it's like, I know platinum, and gold and silver. I'm not sure about many of the others, but I know definitely platinum.
Yeah.
And titanium, even though it's not on there, they are only a finite resource that can literally only be made with a Big Bang. Like, they only exist on our globe because of the energy made from the Big fucking Bang. And I only learned this the other day because of that Hank Green YouTube guy.
Yeah, I think it's actually a star explosion, but I get the point.
Yeah,
you're making.
star explosion, which is the Big Bang, basically.
Yeah, no, you're
We've
right.
discovered
You're
that
right,
that's what the Big Bang was.
Yeah, and then like lithium is never mind. I was gonna make a joke about nitrous gas, but I know that's not lithium.
Lithium is what I take to make the voices go away.
Yeah, well,
that's what you put under your tongue when you're. Never mind. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with the idiocracy of this because this is only the tip of the diving board that we're going to get into tonight. So
I've got more.
Excuse me.
Nickel.
Sure.
Nickel is what you give the ring to the hookers that you go to marry.
Oh, I was gonna say nickel is the back of the band. That's really horrible. But anyways, no, let's keep going on.
That's what I hear.
Now, is it nickel what you make cages of?
Sure.
Oh no, those are without nickel because they're nickel.
That's without nickel. They're nickel-less. Anyways, never mind. Anyways, let's blow on with this. Go ahead, Al.
Well, I thought we were going to make a joke about Nikola Tesla, but
or we could make that, and he's
that was kind of bad.
But anyways, yeah, no, all of the jokes we just made were fucking horrible. You're welcome, everybody listening.
Count to set up. You may not be able to trade the platinum futures, or you may not be able to trade in the spot market in gold. Here's the great thing. They now have ETFs for everything. So it's going to be very, very simple for us to play these through a stock ETF. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel. Whatever metal we get, we're going to look up the most highly traded ETF of that metal. And that is the trade that we're going to make. So without further ado, let's spin the wheel.
Here we go. You totally are, Mango. Silver. Okay, let's see.
So there you have it.
What there are about.
We are going to trade silver. Now, look, I kind of wanted to get something a little bit more exciting. You know, gold and silver, they're pretty standard, but these other ones can be pretty exciting. But we must do what the wheel says. So we are going to be trading silver. I already know the ETF for this is SLV, but on all the others, I would simply go in and put in, you know, what is the biggest silver ETF? And again, the iShares Silver ETF, which again, we can click on here and you can see, okay, go down. Well, anyway, look, you read it all. SLV is the symbol for the largest silver ETF.
Okay.
So let's go check it out on the chart.
She's a metal.
SLV is the symbol, iShares. And we're going to do a daily chart. Let's make sure we got our...
Okay, like literally, like this is the most bass-awkward ways to fucking do anything. You literally, like you know how to do all of this crap, but you're gonna fucking go and... Oh, son of a bitch. Damn it. Okay. We're totally going to get out of that and get into our next subject because I cannot go further into that idiocracy. These people actually know how to do trading and then they're going to like go and try to... Okay,
but Slim, can I just ask, like, I realize we don't actually want to harm people's like mental well-being. Did they, is this something that they did for like a few months and like actually showed like a trend line or something, or is this just like a one-off?
It's a YouTube channel that's been up for a year. And every single day they come up with this, and there's no proof of anything that I've looked at trends that shows anything. They randomly choose everything because, again, they think because they're lying to you about the globe, that nothing's real, so that everything's fake. So you might as well just throw the fucking dice and just go with whatever the dice
just
fucking
roll it
give
every
you.
day. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
That there is some sort of gambling, but you know, commodities markets and stock markets and stuff. There are things that can be analyzed, and you can make money if you know what you're analyzing. I'm not the kind of person that can do that, but it is possible to make good choices. But there is a gambling aspect of it. I just wondered if they like actually did a control and said like, this guy just did what like a regular sort of like fund manager would do, which was like and followed the thing and made a 5% return, and we did whatever the fuck we wanted to with our spinny wheel, and we made a 7.5% return or something. Like it'd be interesting to see if they actually proved they did as well, better, or whatever over a period of time.
Correlation isn't necessary causation.
No, you'd have to do a lot of it, right? Like you need more than one trader, right? You need like 2,000 people.
When you were looking at what they knew how to do, they definitely were fucking taking the piss out of us or with us, because if you knew how to look up those analytics and you didn't know how to understand trends and how to go from this to that to this and not just spin a wheel and pick something, then obviously that was motherfucking fake. And I didn't show that at the beginning. It says, please do not do any of the fucking things that you see on this fucking video because it's fucking fake. I forgot to show
so
that.
This isn't like a.
You forgot. You forgot.
Warning! Don't spend the last $5 you made, whatever hawking anything on this.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I didn't show you, but I'll show you. I honestly was gonna show everybody this, but here's the beginning of their thingy-mabobber. And then we'll get into
Legal
more
disclaimer.
idiocy.
Do not make this trade. Seriously, don't. This video is for educational purposes only and placed by a professional trader from Maverick Trading. Maverick Trading is sponsoring this trading experiment with a $100,000 trading account. To trade for Maverick Trading, you can submit an application for stock
Okay, the rest of it is just that weird bullshit. So technically, it just says we literally say do not fucking do this. But
but like that is like, of course they should do that, because if they would not say that, and like someone would do that and they lost money, they could be like, oh yeah, but they told us to.
I know, but because of the idiocracy of anybody who knows how to trade, you do not fucking throw a fucking trade in by a roll of the dice per se, right? You look at other analytics, you look at trends, you look at a handful of other things, how the NASDAQ goes up and down and blah, 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 where the shares is, when and how, and numbers and things and stuff. So I want to say it's fucking fake, but like, I don't know. So anyways, let's blow on with this next fun thing, and then we're going to get into, we're going to do a bunch of short idiocracy, and then we're going to get into more further things about the Flat Earth Convention and Bev. And Jesus, god damn it, Mango, never mind.
Thank you to whoever donated.
Yes, thank you.
Can some
and
go ahead, Al.
Wonderful, Slim. Well, that was just amazing, Slim. Like the acoustics on that were top notch. I just wanted to say
my burp. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry,
no,
everybody.
Like your mic is picking it up perfectly. Like I need to take some lessons, not necessarily for bursts, but just in general.
So, like I've said multiple times, I don't have any of the flaps down there anymore from swallowing swords for so long and doing gay porn. Anyways, I can't hold that back 100%. So I'm sorry if I don't get to that every time. And so now I need a drink, and Mango is only $40 dollars away from getting to their goal to taking care of things for stuff and things. Unfortunately, I'm tapped for a minute on my stuff because I didn't do as many events as I normally do, because the first time being single in 8 years or whatever, I decided I was going to just like chill. And I actually like got to have a Halloween that I didn't perform at, and did a bunch of other things that I didn't have to perform at in the last couple months, which was awesome. Now getting back to it, I will be performing constantly like always. So here is our next guest, and that is our Ollie man. How are you doing? So anyways, I will do a drink right now. And Mango still needs $40 more. If people can help out. If not, we totally understand. We're not here just to be 100% shows, but I will do a shot for that. If somebody really, really gets a wild hair up their ass for $100, I will tattoo myself live on stream while we're watching Flat Earth stuff. And I'll tattoo a flat Earth. Fuck it. I think that's a good thing that I can do on the top of my leg somewhere. Yeah, I can do it right there. I'll tattoo a flat Earth for $100, and I will share that with Mangoes. So here we blow. Here is a shot. Hey, Ollie man, how are you doing?
I'm all right. Guess what I got in the mail today?
What's this los?
Pounds of Lebanese
a pound of weed. A pound of weed.
So are you're gonna open it on stream with us?
That's what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Why would it not be in metric?
We have an unboxing technically happening live on stream.
Shouldn't it have been shipped in kilograms?
Hey,
I wish they
don't.
shipped it in.
So you can call
open
it
up the plane.
Good old keys. What is like 4 keys is in, or 2 keys? I don't remember. I don't remember.
1 point. It's 1 point. No,
Something
2.4
is.
keys and 2.4 pounds in a key.
Comes in
I don't remember.
Comes in a plain brown box.
Remember, YouTube, it's legal all the places that we're talking about right now.
That's right.
Yep. This came to me by Canada Post.
Yes, and where I'm streaming from in Colorado, it's legal. So
that's right.
It's
and I'm from the Netherlands, so yeah.
It was legal. It was legal in the Netherlands before anyone else realized they could make it. All right.
Man, I can't wait to see this stuff.
Yay!
They didn't flat pack this, right? You don't have to put it together like a Swedish carpenter, do you?
No, but they air sealed it a couple of times, right?
Oh, that's nice. You know what? Fresh. You want to have it fresh.
Well, I only ordered it on Friday, so it got here pretty quick.
It's like IKEA furniture. Once you pull it out, there's directions on how to use it.
Now, here's the one thing I don't like about getting it this way. Whenever they ship these bags are always open, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, I
pick it
know.
up, or else it falls out. But that's so they can vacuum it closed, right? So
yeah, of course.
As you can see, it comes basically in a ½ pound brick.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of nuggies.
That's insane that you can pick it up like that. I understand the concept and why, but it's trippy that you can. It's kind of like when we used to get bricks. It's like when we used to get bricks from Mexico, a pound
scale.
And when we would get it, it was a brick, and we actually used to have to, because it was packed so tightly from Mexico, we had to take a chainsaw, a mini chainsaw, and chainsaw it apart, and then start fluffing it out and getting it to being apart from itself. So I understand why that's all sticking together. So what is the number that it is coming to? See,
so
this
that
is
brick that brick weighs 226 grams.
Okay.
Grams, all right.
So there's 28 grams in an ounce. Does anybody have a calculator handy to do that math? Because it's
who's got a calculator? Mingo.
I don't know.
Aren't we all using a calculator to talk to each other?
So
technically, we're using a huge one.
227 divided by 28. So that right there is 8.1 ounces, and there's 16 ounces in a pound. So that one's just a little bit over.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
So we'll put it away.
Just Google it.
Are we Googling
That's what
ounces?
we just did, Harry. But we want you all to be interactive with us. That's why we do these things, is to have you a part of what we're doing.
Now we'll pull out the other brick.
Sure. We're gonna do.
Goddamn, Harry, the one time it is audience participation and we need your internet searchings, you don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. The
For
only
shame,
time, Harry.
good sir. For shame.
Okay.
I just wanted to know what kind of a creature would come in half-pound bricks.
And this one is 228 grams. Which
20,
so
okay.
It's
that's
2 extra grams.
Yeah, I got more than a pound by probably 0.2, 0.3 of an ounce.
Yeah.
There you go. So now I'm going to fill up my 3 jars, right?
Yes.
And I'm good to go for another couple of months.
Awesome.
Maybe,
Okay, so
maybe about 2 months. About 2 months is how long these last me.
I used to buy my pipe tobacco in a jar. Like, I didn't take the jar home, but they kept it in a jar and then dished it out to you from a jar.
Oh, yeah?
An ounce lasts me about a week. 2.
Yeah, I'm about the same.
2 weeks or something like that. I think is an ounce or something like that is around what it takes me. Okay, so let's blow into this. We're gonna blow into that, and then we're gonna blow into other crap. I have so much stuff to get into. So here we go into the next person. We're gonna go into flat Earth TikToks first, and then we'll get into meat and potatoes.
Just to give you an idea, Slim, I'm smoking about 2.5 ounces a week of weed, and another 7-8 grams of hash a week.
Jesus Christ!
That's what I. That's what.
But I'm way more of an alcoholic, so I drink a lot of
drink
alcohol.
I don't drink
yeah, that's the difference. So. Is I drink alcohol, beer, alcohol, and smoke pot. So, at least I don't do any of the other hard stuff anymore. So, let's keep blowing on. We have this lovely gentleman that is so smart and spent so much time going through school that he's gonna give us this information.
And another thing was my wax goes to me, bro, like when you go to Canada, like I want to go Australia, meet me there. I'm like, but bro, you know you can't go backwards, right?
Yeah.
You know the globe.
Yeah.
But they tell us that it's the globe, the world. I should technically be able to go like that to Australia, no? From Canada's here, Australia's here.
Yeah.
I should be able to go like that, right?
Yeah.
Thinking about it. But you can't. You have to fly over Africa.
Hold on.
To get to Australia. You have to go straight. What? You can't go around. I should be able to go like that, bro. 5 hours. I have to go like that. And I was like, oh.
What the?
I said it to him. He was like, yeah.
What is he talking about?
You have to go.
He doesn't understand measurements. He doesn't understand how the globe works.
He doesn't understand an economical, viable route.
I am not. This isn't like something I'm knowledgeable in, but there are 2-3 things I know from this. Right?
I think it's
one. There is a point in the scheme of like the globe that you are at this point in the ocean closer to people in the International Space Station, right? Than you are to any other person on land. So, and I think that is between America and Australia. It is economically more viable to go one way than the other, and that's why do it.
What was the first continent called?
Gondwana land? No.
The next one was Pandora, and then everybody yeeted from each other because of tectonic plates. Sure. There we go.
All of our islands are lumped very closely together, and then there's a huge ass barren side of water on the other side of the globe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it took all the continents to rotate up. So they're okay. So where the something hit to make the moon was on the backside of the Earth, or where the most water is, And that's why we had a huge continent on the other side, because something hit the Earth at a angle and broke off that part of it that made a moon for us, right? Then all of those continents, through tectonic plates, moved them all around, and that's why we now technically have all of the things that we have: continents, thingy-mabobbers, islands. Well, not all islands. Most islands were made by volcanic things. Anyways, but that's why we had everything on one side for a hot second, and then it moved around the world. So at some point in time, we still had a gazillion miles between the backside of, I'm gonna say, the Earth, even though that doesn't like make any sense. But they're like, that's why the Pacific Ocean is so motherfucking huge, is because something happened on one side, and it could have been when the dinosaurs all got exploded as well. You know, when the asteroid hit. I don't know. Although I thought that was near Hawaii or something, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, and it doesn't matter. Anyways,
Safety speaking, right? Wouldn't you rather be going a little bit longer but over land, where if there's an emergency you can have a better chance of survival, then maybe something shorter, but if something bad happens, you're fucked because you're going to land in the ocean with no one about for like hundreds of miles.
Yeah, and so that is one of the things that we've already gone over with multiple. We have a handful of pilots that are on our streams, and Wolfie 2469, whatever. I just like saying that his number. Anyways, a handful of our friends that are pilots that are in the community, and other people. Yeah, that's exactly what they tell you. What would you rather do as a pilot? Fly over a gazillion miles of fucking ice frozen tundra, or go around and fucking fuel 3 times to go to tropical places, or to not be in the middle of fucking Death fucking Valley or some other place, right?
This is like flight 101, which I don't think any
101, of
ever
course.
understand.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a pilot. I've flown a plane. I took the entire private pilot ground school training, and they teach you a lot of the stuff, and a lot of it has to do with like what's practical,
logistics.
Not about what's the fastest way between 2 points. It's like the fastest way between 2 points in a plane is better than in a car, maybe in some instances, but they're like, don't fly over water unnecessarily. It's like it's just like just open seas. It's just not. It's just that would be dangerous.
Trucker, let's just put it this way as well. What do they tell you to do? Go over the most sketchiest version of some weird fucking ice road or some weird place? Or maybe taking a couple of hours to go around a place where you know that there's like fuel stops and places that other people are going to be.
And Canada's a place where there's shit like that goes on. But also like truck routes are planned on and all the highways are built so like in Canada it's way less stringent than the US, but like can your truck actually climb these hills, and is there a place to pull off and actually fill a truck with fuel? Because you can't just pull a truck into a 7-Eleven, although I've seen people try. But yeah, no, these are and airplanes are the same. You have to find an aerodrome or an airport in which to touch down, fill up with fuel in a small plane, and in a bigger plane they still have to do that. They're not refueling them in the air like they do with like fighter jets. Like that's not a thing that's happening.
It's exactly. So once again,
also maybe consider the temperatures too, and how hard it is to work an engine up in the Arctic. Right?
Yeah,
so you fly over the
Arctic,
you're in really extremely low temperatures trying to operate machinery. Where if you keep it
30 below
around
zero,
the equator, you're
for the ground support, it would be pretty rough down there. Like and you know, if you get lost in the north of Canada, like up by Alert or something, there's a base. They service it out of Trenton, Ontario. That's where the Air Force base is, and you're waiting for them to get to you from. Like Trenton, Ontario isn't that far from New York State if you look at it on a map. Like, it is a long ass way. That's how they do it, though. It's a long ass way, but they don't have support built into the Arctic everywhere all the time.
If you've never looked into the scariest port in Alaska and Alaska living, then dude, you don't understand the concept of most bullshit, because like it's so hard to live in those certain places, and I don't remember the areas right now because I'm a little drunk. But anyways, people don't these idiots that sit in their fucking basement, their mom's basement, and or their room, and never fucking leave, or they barely leave the fucking outskirts of their city. They're telling us that how the world works, and all of us, most of us here.
You said
not
city,
all,
but didn't you mean room? The outskirts
yeah,
of
no,
their room?
they've never left their room, and I know my room is a fucking mess, and I need to actually clean because it smells fucking stinky in here. But I do a lot of crap. I tour, I do craps and stuff. I perform in front of hundreds of people, and let's say tens of people. Fuck it. I'm not gonna fluff my own ego. But then I do this with y'all, and we have about 10, 12 people here or whatever watching, and then a handful of other people watch it later, I believe. And if not, it doesn't matter. I don't assume that I'm way bigger than I am, because I always say I'm pretend famous. But anyways, we all know what it's like to go to travel, right? To go drive in other states, what it's like to be under very, very cold weather, very, very hot weather, because that's the same difference too. If you're running your freaking RV through Arizona and it's like 120 degrees, things are gonna fucking bust and want to, burst, and like you have to watch temperatures, and same difference with cold. But these idiots are like, we don't understand the concept of hot and cold, and like, why would you not be able to go to Antarctica and blah blah blah? It's like, because you're gonna fucking die if anything happens. And you know how many people in Alaska get fucking lost a year? It's like thousands. It's insane.
I don't think people realize how remote and desolate. You don't have to go very far in this country, and probably and certainly in Alaska, northern Russia, Siberia. Like, you don't have to move very far up the road to get very desolate, very remote, and very hard to find. And communication isn't a thing. Satellite phones maybe, but that's it. Like, there's nothing, absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and in the Americas, if you go to Death Valley, if you go to the top versions, Estes Park, Rocky Mountains, all the way to the Canadian where it goes to the Rocky Mountains here in Canada.
We got Rocky Mountains too. Yeah, they don't change their name even.
The Canadian Rocky.
No, I know. That's what I was getting at. But if you get into there, if you go to the Appalachian Mountains, if you go to a handful of places around the Americas, because even in South America, you go to certain places like in Brazil and stuff, if you don't know what's going on, you die. Like, literally, it's not easy to live in certain places, or like, this isn't just this like perfect version of what these basement dwellers think. They're like, yes, every time I think about the weather and the temperature of a thing, I know exactly what's going on. And you're like, no, idiot. Like, you don't know what a real fucking tornado is. You don't know what a real dust devil is. You don't know what a real fucking like sleet storm is.
Just quickly.
Sure.
Hello, Miss Loki.
Yeah. Yes. Hi, Loki.
I know
anyways,
what a snowstorm is.
Let's blow into this for just a second, and then we're gonna get into. I was hoping that Mama would join us for this, because I wanted to go over this with Mama, because she was the one who helped us go over this. But we may save this for next time.
Is she in the chat, or is she like having?
I have not seen her this whole time. I'm sure something's going on with IRL for her. I'm sure she's fine. It's just she has a like a whole, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got that IRL stuff going on in my life too. I'm just
we all do.
I think she's still got building work going on around
That's true.
Yeah,
too.
and something else was happening.
Keep pounding
Sure.
on the walls.
Anyways, we're gonna do this for a second. So if you don't know who this like fake puppet master weirdo is, you're gonna get a small example of him, and then we're gonna go into investigating the flat Earth with Tyler, and then him going to the Flat Earth conference and him talking to flat earthers. So that's how we're going to end this until Mama gets here, and then we'll do Bev. If not, we'll do a whole episode of Bev, and if we can get Bev in here, we may have him in here. I don't debate people, but we will have them on, and we will run things by each other. But I'm not a debater, and that's not why we do these channels. But if Bev wants to join us,
you're a masturbator.
No, I'm a total master baiter, but that's only because I know how to like hook up the lures to the. Yeah, no, I'm really good at fishing. But other
I want to
than
debate
that,
the existence of mass.
The existence of
yeah,
what?
the mass
Of mass.
turd
I want
debater. Yeah.
No, I just want like mass in general, like the fact that things have a mass. I want to debate that, and I could be a mass debater.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll do
Go
mass debating, and that's also about how big your mast is on the ship and how many masts you have
then
on
you
the
are a
ship and why you need
masturbator.
that.
Is
And
it
then we'll have
a
you a
missing
mass
mast, and can
debate.
you hang a spinnaker from it?
Yeah, and then we'll be a masked debater as well for that. Anyways,
masked
let's blow on over this right quick. I know that he did this September 14th, and I don't care to look at if he's done anything. If you don't know who this weirdo is, okay, we're doing it. Fuck it. We're doing it. We're doing it.
We're doing it live and everything.
If you don't know who he is, this is who he is.
He does not.
This is who he is.
I just saw me a few minutes ago on YouTube. Said 2 years ago. I forgot I existed. I didn't even know I was,
Jesus
here,
Christ.
I exist. I'm right here. I'm real. Anyway, I was talking about the Declaration of Independence in this other video, and I guess
Okay. We're not even getting into what he's gonna say about that because it's fucking insane and like no. Anyways, we're gonna go back to what I was gonna show us, which is his last video, and of course it's this.
I think it's Matt Walsh. Says 1A for First Amendment. I think it was him. I'm not sure. I don't know. But
Yeah, you don't know shit because you're a fucking crackhead, you weirdo. You honestly need to get help, motherfucker. Like, go and like look at what he has written behind him, and this is where he records it. It's in like his garage or something like that, where he records this, and he's been doing this for years, and he doesn't know shit about shit. And we'll talk about who he exactly is in just a little second, but like, god damn. If you don't know what you're talking about, why do you make a video about it?
First Amendment auditors, and by the way, First Amendment auditors, I mean, Alex Jones acted, I guess, as a First Amendment auditor. He went
No, he
to the
didn't.
governor's mansion and surrounded by police and
What are you
highway
talking
patrol
about?
and everything else, and treating them, Alex and his crew and everything, treating them as they were First Amendment auditors. Can you imagine such a thing? Really?
Okay, that's pretty much all we need to like show for that. No, I'm not at my whatever. It's okay. I'll get back to flat Earth.
Florf.
Does the First Amendment protect the right to live on a flat Earth?
It
I don't
totally
live there,
does.
so I don't know.
Well, you're allowed to go and live on a flat Earth if you can find one.
I thought is that the one? Okay, I'm a Canadian, so you got to remember. Like, I totally don't remember what order they go in. Is that the one where you have free speech, where you don't get thrown in jail for speaking up against your government?
I think so. Yeah.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're auditing that, you get up.
It's
and
the flat
say,
Earth. It's the flat Earth Amendment.
The flat Earth Amendment.
It's what allows people to claim that the Earth is flat, not get in trouble for it.
Yeah, but not in criminal trouble. It doesn't mean there aren't consequences to saying something dumb, right? It just means that, like, you can go and say, like, Bill Clinton was a terrible president, and this, that, and the other during his office or not, and the government can't come round you up for that specific thing. Whereas in other countries, you could say something like that, sitting or non-sitting, and they would put you in jail, execute you, whatever, because you don't have the right to free speech.
That's right, Kim Jong-un.
Which is that's something people sort of get stuck on.
What we've just proven here, it's like these two that we're talking, we're Canadians. Clearly, Canadians are smarter than Americans.
Well, I think what we're showing is that, like, we might be slightly more, like, receptive to holding on to information than a FLIRF or a First Amendment auditor.
Well, our
probably
American
doesn't know what an audit is.
Our American education system is fucking shite. So, anyways.
Then again, there's that Queen of Canada.
Oh yeah.
So that
she's dead.
Yeah, and we're gonna be going.
We now have a king, and I'm still confused about that. But we'll have to do a special episode.
We'll be going over that in the near future. Hold on.
He thinks we're talking about Elizabeth.
Yeah, we're not talking about Elizabeth.
No. It's a conspiracy. It's the QAnon conspiracy.
Oh, you're talking about that QAnon woman that thought she could make a cock suck his own dick on video or something? Is that?
Sure, I don't know. Anyway, so let's keep blowing on with this.
Hopefully someone will put that in to talk about that later,
The
Bill.
Earth is flat.
Yes, it will
How
be.
do you explain time zones?
So if it's a close sun, it would be kind of like a spotlight. The time zones work because that local light, just kind of like a flashlight, doesn't light up the whole circle. It only lights up a certain part of the circle.
But then
I'm curious what the explanation is for gravity and things like the Coriolis effect.
Well, gravity's still technically a theory. We know that there's an up and a down. As far as Coriolis, I was in the military
she doesn't
and
know what a
shot
scientific
weapons,
theory
and
means.
we were never once taught to account for Coriolis.
What kind of weapons, if you don't mind me asking? Like ICBMs?
Well, when I was in the military, we shot M16s, and the railgun is a question because it can shoot 100 miles, and it's a line of sight weapon. So
But that was not Jesus Christ, you're a dumb bitch.
Did you notice? Did you notice the evasion? He asked her, so what guns did you fire when you were in the army? And she said, well, in the army at that time, they fired, no, what did you fire, bitch? What guns did you pull the trigger on?
The M16 is like a regular range, like rifle.
It's a hand rifle. It's a hand rifle
to carry, right?
Yeah, medium
Yeah,
range
so you
is
carry it
similar.
like the kind. It's just a military grade, not much different than what I would hunt with, just set up for military use. In terms of its size and range and shit.
The AR-15 is the exact same gun, except that they cut off about a pound.
Yeah.
So when you're shooting when you're shooting
your hunting rifle might even have a longer range.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Probably.
they're
But anyways, so
supposedly
when you're
lethal to 3 miles if you can actually sight something in.
Anyways,
I think the
But
M16 is short to
It would
medium
depend on-
range.
It would depend on the round. It would depend on the round.
So when we're talking about like a 50 cal and we're talking about other things that are going to go quarter of a mile or more, I believe is what the distance for those projectile shooting
I'm
something.
talking about like high powered rifles with a rifle barrel and long rifle barrel and high powered ammunition.
Yeah, but most of the time, those aren't going to completely take into the account of Coriolis effects.
You'd have to be shooting in a direction to make it.
That's what I was getting at. There's going to be 50 cals, there's going to be over that, and then also when you're doing mortar and you're doing a handful of other things, you're going to be projectile going over, I believe, a quarter of a mile. Then you need to, and what you have to do as well is count into wind and a handful of other natural effects, rain, dryness, heat, cold, and a handful of other things that these idiots don't. Yeah, and then G is always going to be inside that equation for sure.
Like if If they just handed her this gun and say, if someone shoots at you, turn around and shoot back, like there ain't no fucking Coriolis in that. That's just like hide behind a tree and hope you don't get shot first. Like
she
that's
probably
not fucking...
she probably never fucking held any of this equipment on the field per se.
Oh, yeah, that's why
she probably
except for the M16. I believe she fired the M16 the way she
I
said
totally
that.
believe she did.
Yeah, no, you have to train with that.
It's a nothing gun.
No, but you have to train with that. It's just a training thing. But she might have just sat in a control room telling people what to do, and or looking at sonar, radar, and a handful of other things, or working on a computer and doing other things. I'm not saying that because she's a woman. I'm just saying that she may not have been in the front line, because what she's told us so far, she does not give me the impression that she was on the front line. Okay, let's put it that way.
I reckon she was 100% a Renf. Like, and the way she worded it, she didn't actually reply what she fired. She said what the army
was
were using
around,
at that
or was
moment
a
in time.
And that might just mean she was trained on it. That doesn't mean she... And Slim's point is a good one. Like, not every position in the military requires that you be like fucking Chuck Norris and like fucking take on the whole fucking world with like one gun and a knife in your pocket, right? Like, that is not how most people's military careers go, right?
Yeah, totes.
And not everybody's in the infantry, and not everybody is like, you know, hand-to-hand combat with like the enemy on front lines, and you know, spending 3 weeks sweating in a foxhole like that. Some people do, and that's terrible. But yeah, some people spend their whole careers without ever experiencing that whole.
And not to be a douche nozzle. And again, I'm not trying to be 100%. This bitch looks like that she never wanted to be on the front line. She probably wanted to be somewhere where she was doing something like bringing munition to people or something other behind the lines.
Fucking accounting.
I know she did. I know she did. But I was trying to not be that sexist. But again, she does not look like somebody who actually worked on the front lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, to be
like, it's not sexist. Like, yes, she's a woman, but like, there's plenty of women that I would say like, yeah, they'd be
intact. Her hairline is too intact.
The way that she did her hair,
a serving army woman in uniform with the hairstyles that the army women are made to wear, that is extremely damaging to your hairline.
So, anyways, getting further into that was the thingy, but for that. So obviously this lady was
training and didn't make it.
Oh, she pulled a Von Helton.
Totes. Okay, so
did she say what branch of the military she was in?
No.
And of course, and that's another thing. That's a true teller. There's a certain way that people say certain things that tells you that they were or not in the military, and or if they were frontline or not. When people tell you certain words, you're like, all right, you fucking were there. Not saying that she didn't do certain things, just like I think you were ready to say, Ollieman. Did she tell us the fucking ranking other things, right?
No.
We've got people that
if you want to not be on the front line, so you got to be a mechanic in the Air Force. That's the farthest away from the front lines you can be, right?
Yeah, exactly, Timely. But I had friends when I grew up in San Diego, which had every type of military service around us. The people that I ran a club in Tijuana, Mexico with were fucking in the Navy and the Marines. I fucking did a bunch of crazy stuff with fucking people in the Army and all this stuff. Was I in the military? Fuck no. But I was around all of that motherfucking shit fucking all the time. And like growing up in San Diego, you can't not be around that. And is the military involved in drugs and other things? Fuck yeah, dude. If you don't think the fucking military is involved in like underage drinking in other countries and prostitution and or getting their cadets prostitutes and a handful of other things, you don't know how the military works.
My army mates were based in barracks were in Germany, right?
Yeah, and that too. And
one was in Germany and one was in Ibiza.
Yes.
Just because that's where they were stationed. They were in Afghanistan and Iraq. the one in Germany was talking how they go down and hang out at the brothel.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's blow on with
The
this.
brothel had a hot tub.
You know how the first like couple weeks you're in or something, and again, I am not military, but I've had a handful of my friends tell me this. The first like week or month you're in, they show you just like hours and hours of like STD videos and like, please, wear a condom, or please do this if you start seeing a bubble on your
penicillin jab.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways,
you don't
let's
wanna,
begin.
You don't want to suffer another injury on the battlefield.
No, exactly. So, anyways, we're gonna begin blowing into this gentleman, Tyler Oliveria. He began doing a bunch of flat Earth investigation for us, so we didn't have to do it. So he went into a flat Earth conference. He talked to Flat Earth Dave, and we'll get into it. I'm going to use the restroom right now, the loo, and then I'm going to grab another beer, and then I will stop this.
Talking about Dave and then going to the toilet.
Well, every time
you're going to go get a drink.
Is that the one that drinks his
no,
urine,
it's not.
or is that?
No, it's not. No. It's Flat Earth Dave.
I thought that was Riley. Or
Flat Earth Dave is a different one then. But
it's a different one.
David Dave is also Flat Earth.
Every time I hear Dave, I gotta fucking pee because of that fucking Flat Earth.
Man.
Anyways, here we blow.
Well, at least he's not gonna go thirsty.
Conclude that the Earth is a sphere? Yeah, I'll come on the flat Earth.
There's a mountain of evidence.
Yeah, let's hear
If
it.
you don't see it, you're blind.
Flat Earthers.
The universe is not expanding. There's no Big Bang.
I'm in the center of the universe. We want proof.
You're talking about the Earth being flat. Thousands of scientists have looked into it. You think they're all wrong?
Most would be quick to call them idiotic conspiracy theorists. But what if they simply knew something we don't?
What if we live here? What if this is where we live? Right there. Everything that you know is a lie.
You just haven't looked into it. That's all.
I flew to Connecticut to meet up with a man named Flat Earth Dave, who took me into his attic to convert me into a flat earther. How long have you been a flat earther?
Around 2014, I was doing a podcast about conspiracy theories, and people started sending me flat earth stuff, and I was like, oh, that's ridiculous. I have an open mind, but not to that. And then finally, another researcher who I respect very much said, Dave, you got to look at this. And she sent me a couple of videos. And I started watching them with the idea just to disprove it.
Okay.
The flat earth is stupid, right? We all know.
So you were a round earther.
We were all globe earthers.
Got it.
All of us. Because we've been indoctrinated since before preschool.
To first understand the flat Earth, I would have to throw away the idea of a globe and relearn an entirely new model for how the planet works.
The world ocean, think of it as a giant lake with all of the continents.
Okay.
As islands.
I can roll with this now.
The shoreline of our world is Antarctica. The foundation of Antarctica is higher than any other continent. So people go, why can't you fall off the edge of the flat Earth? Because if you're on a lake, right, and you sail to the edge of the lake, can you fall off the lake?
You're welcome, everybody.
Well, that is wild. And I've heard him say this shit before, and I still don't fucking understand it.
Me neither.
I don't understand how he became convinced if he was a glober at all. I don't think he was ever really a glober either.
He wasn't a glober. He was a no position.
Everybody has been taught about the globe. That's what he means. Like, oh, everybody's been indoctrinated.
They keep saying that we've been taught about it, but like, am I the only one that went to like science class and was told, let's find out what the nature of this is, and we did like an experiment, and then we like wrote up our thing, and then they told us the conclusion and like what science thinks after we did the experiment and did up all our results.
But out.
So
that's at a certain level. They didn't reach that level.
Yeah, that's the problem.
No. Like, you guys understand, I'm a truck driver. I don't have a formal education past high school, right? You guys know, like, I took a couple of courses in university. They weren't science courses.
No, but or their brain is so
I did this in grade 6 too. Like this.
No, I understand. No,
like
we know.
I'm confused. I'm very
Al, every day, 5th graders prove the globe by doing some stupid science experiment, and these idiots are so dumb they can't. Although, let me say this right quick before I forget. Remember how I told you that I had a bartender that was a flat earther, or I thought that they were?
Yes. How flat are they?
Today he fucking told me, he goes, I've been watching flat earth TikToks and he's like, they're fucking redonkulous. He's like, I get it now. He's like, I see what you're saying, Slim. Like, he's like, I know, I get it. Because I'd been talking about it for...
He was...
Yay! So he's seen the light. He has been cleansed of the demon that is flat earth.
Yeah, at one point in time, he literally said to me, I'm not a flat earther, Slam, but like, there's all this proof. Like, he told me space is fake because they have to manicure every photo before they give it to us. And so what I told him a month ago or so, I said, I'm a digital photographer, or I went to, photography in college. I cannot give you a raw data image. That's not how the world works. You have to expose it. You have to put it through a filter. You have to, you know what I'm saying? So if it's on film, you have to expose it a certain way. And even if it's digital, you put it out as a raw image, and then I have to go contrast it. I have to resize it. I have to put it into whatever I need it to be. I need to cut it out. I need to do all this editing. You never just fucking take a raw data and throw it out to the world. Video, images.
It wouldn't mean anything without having it processed into something.
Like, it would just be
ones and zeros.
No, hold on. Well, the thing is, sometimes you have to take the contrast and put it up 2 degrees. Sometimes you have to just resize it. You never just use it as it's a thing, because when I get a photo in certain aspects in certain devices, it's 32 fucking feet by 25 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying about the fine tuning, but anything you get has been done something with it. Like, it has.
Yeah, exactly. You have to change.
Also, like a lot of stuff that that the space agencies do is not even individual spectrum. So they have to put color to it.
And then right quick, when you post anything on any fucking place anywhere in the fucking world, even on your own website, it is going to change the aspect ratio. It's going to change the fucking DPI. It's going to try to dumb it down. If it's a video, what it's going to try to do is use the least amount of space possible to hold that, so that when somebody watches that, especially if it's an immediate watchable video, right? If you if you go to anybody's website and you have an automatic video, it's going to try to dumb that down as much as possible so that the DPI is low quality. And then no matter where you are, if you have a device that's like a phone and you're fucking walking in the middle of nowhere, it's going to try to get you to be able to watch it. So everything's dumbed down as fuck. You're going to have these all weird anomalies. You're going to have squarization, pixelizations.
This would be true even without that compression too, right? Like transferring from one thing to another. There's going to be some artifacts from that.
You're going to lose. You're going to lose.
It just happens.
I mean, you're always a loser
Even
whenever
the original
you.
film pictures did this, right? So a film picture, the way it works is you take the film picture,
So
it
you have
exposes
film
the film
version.
by allowing light to hit the film.
Yes.
Then we put it in some chemicals.
Cellulose, and then you throw
Then
it
we
into
put it in
that.
some chemicals. Then we put it in some
And you
chemicals.
wash it.
And then we
Yeah.
have to put it in this clippy thing. You put it under a projector. Turn the light on when it's got the proper photography paper underneath. Blast it. Done. Right? That's
And
what
if
you're
you
doing
didn't
it
mix-
the
And you have to
old-fashioned way
develop,
by
and you have to
hand.
develop that print as well. Yeah.
Hold
It's
on.
all chemical,
Yeah, and then you lose a lot of data in between taking it and the final print. We have done so much to it.
So
we
I've
can
worked
edit
in
how it looks, by how long we blast the light paper, all these things. So like, there's always a form of editing to all of them. Like it's not unique to
just
digital.
simple cropping and focusing and the
But
whole thing.
so hold on right quick. I've developed film and made photos out of cellulose film, and I've watched it degrade and a handful of other things and blah blah blah. So yeah, it matters on what chemical you put in, how much light, how much exposure, how long, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's so many things that can do things that do things. But you can tell if there's anomalies inside if they're most likely most of the time. I meant if it's something that was either they're not there and or it was because of something else. But nowadays we have this. And then once again, like we're looking on screen, how many photos were this, or what did the person do to make the colors pop out? Because what you're trying to show, if you're trying to show something, is the colors are showing different things. So the pink or the purple and the blue may be showing different types of gas. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to accent them. So maybe sometimes I'm going to take the coloration and the saturation, and I'm going to throw it up a handful of more degrees.
Yeah,
everything is edited. Everything's edited because it has to be, because nobody throws out raw fucking footage of fucking anything. You fucking dumbasses.
No, and it's different. Same picture, but like with different coloring. So like it's
once again, it matters on
also
what.
depends on like nebula are often shown as
so if
in the color that is
so
this
well the reason why the reason why these are colored differently is because we were trying to show different like versions of the different gases. So this may be the gas of blah 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 yakety schmackety. Then we're going to show the other gases of blah blah blah, and that's what the different colors of those. And then you mix them together to make a different cohesive thing. But what you're doing is you're looking at the different gases through different filters, through like different UV filters or different light filters or different other ways to look at these things.
Like I know for a fact, like these photos are taken. It's 3 separate photos for three colors. Like depending on what color he put the emphasis to. Like here you see more of the stars in the backlight, and here you see more just the nebula itself, and like nothing, hardly anything in the back.
Yeah, we always see it from the backside. And yeah, totally. Anyways, so let's keep blowing on from there. So once again, all of this happens because you're trying to do blah 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 and yakety schmackety. And if you've done any kind of classes into photography, photo manipulation, or photo editing, video taking videos like I have and a handful of us and blah blah blah, and that's one of the reasons why that I feel like that we talk about some of these things is because I do have a little bit of knowledge in looking at these things with half of a brain. Let's put it that way. Because I'm not fucking smart, but I've worked in these fields for a gazillion years. I used to sell $10,000 news packets to Fox News, NBC, and CBS. I used to work in different industries where we took on things. Oh, that looks amazing. They're Canadian Ollieman. So anyways, let's
all busted up.
Get in. That looks very amazing. So anyways, let's get into this right quick where this person infiltrated a flat earth convention, and just listen to what they have to say. And we're going to go over some of the other stuff when Mama's going to be on here. So here below. No, I have it here. But why is it not sharing? Hold on. Share. There we go. Is it not?
You've not added it to the stream.
You had it in the background, dumbass.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. I knew I had it shared. I just couldn't see that. Then, anyways. Yeah. I'm so glad I can. But anyways, let's keep blowing on. Here we go.
conclude that the Earth is a sphere? Yeah, I'll walk home on the flat Earth. That's me getting kicked out of a flat Earth convention after saying I think the Earth is a sphere. And it all started when I flew to Flat Earth Dave's house to see if he could convince me.
The world ocean, think of it as a giant lake with all of the continents. The shoreline of our world is Antarctica. But if the Earth was curved, there would be a set distance that it would have to disappear. You should not be able to see the surface of that water beyond 3 miles. It's provably flat. Everything that you know is a lie.
After Dave converted me with a 5-hour presentation, I flew to Flattoberfest to meet more of my brothers.
This result, and I'm a highly intelligent person.
I do this. What just happened? You're more dense in the air.
Gravity thing, it's just a theory.
Dude, this bitch said she is so smart. She's smarter than everybody on the earth. Listen to this again. I'm sorry we have to do this.
Okay.
What? Say that one more time.
Oh, what? Like she said, she's the smartest person on Earth.
Just listen.
Okay.
This result, and I'm a highly intelligent person.
I do this.
I'm a highly intelligent person.
Gravity thing, it's just a theory.
If you don't see it, you're blind.
So it is possible for human beings to move in 5 dimensions.
But the more I talked to them, the less the flat
5 dimensions
made sense. They began to suspect I was a glober.
I can tell you're up to something. You look like if David was a person.
Tap right here.
Jesus Christ.
So that was a good movie.
So what we're gonna do is we'll show this. Okay. We'll show just certain parts of. No. We'll do this, even though they may shut us down, or I may have to clip this out. But we'll do this.
Today's a notable day.
Okay, all right. There we go. All right. We had more theme go over, but we will definitely do that when the mamas is here. We are gonna leave out here by this.
Hey, Slim, what's the best way to get the sticky icky off your fingers from after you've busted up a bunch of pot? As you can see, I have none left on my fingers.
I usually use like an alcohol-based something, but how do you do it, sir?
Sandpaper. My fingers are really sensitive right now.
Oh, I bet.
It gets rid of it though completely. You just go like that with a little bit of something like not a.
Oh, I think we're down.
Well, now we're not into it anymore. So are we still down? Let us know it when we're back up.
Let me see. Like, when did we go down?
Yeah, when did we go down?
Oh yeah, just around the time that the dude got kicked out. My stream was slightly behind.
Are we back yet? Let us know if we're back.
No, we're not back yet. Come on.
Well, fuck that bullshit. Then this is how we're gonna end it. Then we're gonna end it this way, not the other way.
As
soon as we're back,
all in the water, and he doesn't know how to bob for it to get it back.
As soon as we're back, then we are gonna end it this way. Fuck you, flat earthers.
Fuck ya, FUCKYA.
Slim,
are we back yet? I'm waiting.
For tomorrow, don't have copywritten shit. Because that's going to be 3 days in a row.
I didn't know that we were doing that. So I didn't think we were.
FUCKYA.
Still don't.
I really hate your fucking guts. And I
I totally. Actually, I'm a dumbass. I knew that we were doing Jimmy Kimmel.
Hey, we're back.
We're back.
I knew.
Bitches!
Yeah, no. I knew that we were doing copyrighted stuff, but I felt like we needed to do that. But anyways, everybody, Vila, do you got a thingy-mabobber tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be doing a spooky story stream again tomorrow. Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet. It's going to be. Oh, you guys had your
daylight savings.
Oh, time shave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
awesome.
we did
So
that
yeah,
now.
then it's normal time.
Yes, exactly. And do you want to give us a sneak preview of maybe the subject of that?
I'm going to read some of the ones that I didn't read for the Halloween stream.
So it's going to be okay, a spooky
And I think
stuff.
one of them is I met a succubus on Hinge.
I mean, who doesn't? Anyways, never mind.
Yeah.
Everybody go there before our stream tomorrow.
So,
Tomorrow is
if you want
drunken
to hear me
news.
read another dirty story with lots of sexual context, then come join me.
Yeah, definitely.
You're
And
talking about sex, baby.
Vila, put your link in the side of my chats. Otherwise, go into the description and go subscribe to all of the stream pervs. I think that's everybody's for the things. I don't know what anybody else does other than Oliman, you promote what's his name?
On Thursdays
Neil's
and Saturdays.
Sure, and that's
So
then
deconversion stories at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on the YouTube.
So tomorrow we're doing cooking, a fast food cooking robot, talking dog robot, Star Pizza, and two other subjects that my punk ass can't think of off the top of my head, but we're doing drunk news tomorrow. And then Thursday we're doing what the fuck stream where Andrew Callaghan, which is from 5 News, which we watched some of his stuff tonight, is interviewing the QAnon shaman after he got out of prison. And if you've never heard about his dad, you're gonna fucking hear and see and watch his dad fucking talk the fucking racist, fucking crazy methed out bullshit. His dad is a methed out fucking racist, and we get to hear him talk for some of the interview as well. And so it's gonna be amazing Thursday, and then we will get back into the normally stuffies agains throughout that. And then I don't know what we're doing for Thanksgiving yet, but we'll do things for Thanksgiving as well. So everybody say thank you very much and goodbye, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye,
fun.
bitches. Love ya.
Yes, and we're gonna end with this. So thank you all very much, and we'll see you in the next stream.
You have a backup experiment. If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard or 17 feet off the water, the Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's his. We don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head.